This is page 540, number 4. So we're focusing right here on the triangular pyramid. So the triangular pyramid has to have a base that is a triangle, and a pyramid means that we are meeting at a single point called the vertex above the base. And so this would be an oblique triangular pyramid because the vertex is not centered over the base. And so we have to be very careful when we look for the height. So when we're finding volume, volume is equal to 1/3 times the base of the pyramid times the height of the pyramid. And just like when we did area, base and height always have to be perpendicular. So what we want to focus on is finding the area of the base. So again, in a triangular pyramid, the shape of the base is a triangle. So we can see down here that we have this triangle right here. So it's a solid line across the bottom on the left, and then a solid line across that front right, and then we see that dotted line in the back. That means we're looking through the pyramid, and so that finishes off the base. We see this perpendicular symbol here that goes from the side 5 to this unknown side over here, so it is a right triangle. And so when we're looking at the area of the base, I'm just going to go ahead and copy that triangle here. We have a right triangle. One of the legs is 5, the other leg we do not know, and the hypotenuse, we can see that dotted line right there is 13. So if you recognize it, this is our 5, 12, 13 Pythagorean triple. If you don't recognize it, then you would just solve Pythagorean theorem. So we have 5 squared plus b squared equals 13 squared. So this is going to be 25 plus b squared equals 169. Subtract 25 from both sides, so b squared is equal to 144. Take the square root of both sides, and we get that b is equal to 12. So that's a b squared right there. So this side is 12. And when we're looking at the area of the base, we want 1/2 base times height. So base and height, again, just have to be perpendicular. So here's our perpendicular. So our base is 5 and our height is 12, or our base is 12 and our height is 5. Either way is fine. So area equals 1/2 times 5 times 12. This is all level 3 operations, all multiplications. You get to pick the order. You could do 1/2 of 5 is 2.5, and then times 12. You could do 1/2 of 12 is 6 times 5. You could do 5 times 12 is 60, and then divide by 2. Regardless, whatever way you choose to do that, the area is going to equal 30. And again, all measurements are in centimeters, so this is centimeters squared. So area is the second dimension. And so we've got the square. Now we're going to go ahead and go back up and find volume. So we know the area of the base, so that's big B. It's going to be 30 centimeters squared. And then our height. So when we're looking at the height, we always want to be perpendicular to the plane of the base. So this bottom plane we can see is right here. And again, it's drawn with perspective. So we're looking at from the front as it goes back. But this would be as if it were resting on a table. And then here we see those perpendicular marks going up. And so the perpendicular to the base is 6. So that is the height of the pyramid. It also meets at the vertex, which we need it to do. So for volume, we have volume is equal to 1/3 times the area of the base, which is 30 centimeters squared, times the height of the pyramid, which is 6 centimeters. So 30 divided by 3 is 10, and then 10 times 6 is 60. And so our volume is equal to 60. And then we have centimeters squared times centimeters. So that becomes centimeters cubed. Volume is the third dimension, so we are to the third power.